I think we had a moment, like communally together, watching Les Etres Chers, where we each sort of focused, like when we were talking after over coffee, talking about the fact that the film is very much set in two time frames, and we both sort of associated with a different part of the movie and discussed that until we kind of
the 70s and 80s part, and she was more into the 90s and no, I think we both loved the movie in its entirety, but
but it was
I mean, it's a
interesting
major piece. I mean, it's rare that you get a piece that's this big.
It's an epic family story. The dynamics are unbelievably well written. The father figure.
And beautifully acted. And Karel Tremblay is amazing in it. It's Maxime Godet who plays
Maxime Godet, who's
the father. But
incredible in it.
Karel Tremblay is amazing as the young, as the daughter, who's worried about what she inherits from her father. And, there's moments, her best friend and boyfriend growing up is has a breakdown. I don't want to give away too many plot details, but it's an amazing piece. It really, like in just slightly over 2 hours, it feels like you've like absorbed all of the Plouffe saga.
It seamlessly goes through so many years without seemingly skipping chunks. Like it's an odd. It's a very surprising way of representing that.
And a radical departure from her previous film. Her previous film was like a two-hander. Nuit Numero Un was just a guy and a girl arguing about the date they've just had and the sex they've just had and et cetera, and like how they feel about life. And it's a very sort of contemporary, these two hipsters going at each other, and this one is just like the reach is just enormous.
And the concern for every character that has a complete life of its own. She's honestly one of the smartest screenwriter around. It's unreal.
Yeah, and it does fit in very well with that as I said, that critique of what people assume men are, and what the family responsibilities for men are, and in a strange way, I think it sort of fits nicely with Philippe Lesage's film Les Demons. Both of them have been sort of the big art house hits of the fall in Quebec. Les Demons won a special mention or citation at the Festival de Nouveau Cinema in the fall, and went on to play San Sebastian, big international festival in Spain. And it's set, I think, in the early, it's mid-'80s, got to be early mid-'80s. And it's the film. It's his first feature. Philippe Lesage is the filmmaker. It's his first feature, but he'd done a lot of documentary work, and this is sort of based on some of his childhood traumas. And it's about a kid who's essentially afraid of everything. And he has the sort of absent parent syndrome. The parents are mixed up in their own drama. Which you think about is prevalent through a lot of the great films about childhood. Again, this family that's sort of not paying attention, and the kid's not necessarily troubled, but clearly things are bothering him. And I mean, you really get a sense of it's of a world that's shifting to become a more global world, a more multinational world, because I think that's sort of what's fracturing his consciousness in a way. It's not
that things open up beyond the family.
And so he's afraid of everything. He's like, he just sees others. Everything is like a terror for him, and it's really smart the way that's done. And he pulls out the threads in a very sort of smart, somewhat measured way. Really skillful filmmaking. But
and they're both really dabbling, and I think probably others, we're just talking about those two, but very much about a classic, personal favorite theme of nurture versus nature, and in terms of the family and the community that both Les Etres Chers and Les Démons portray. They're very different, but are the people products of the people that they were born from, or the environment that they're in, or what they try to decide of themselves? Do we have a power of decision as to who we truly are?
Self-determination thing, yeah.
And on a country scale, you could go as far as discussing, does the past of our country truly determine who we are? How much power do we have to quickly act on changing or not? Or I think that's a lifelong concern, really.